Another day, another trip. Badges and fun at SMORR in Seymour, Missouri. The Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch is a private park just to the east of Springfield, Missouri that is packed with trails across nearly 1,000 acres. On-site camping, cabins, and food during the day at the gatehouse makes it a pretty fun destination to spend a weekend. Our trip was focused on the 2 badge trails, now there's 3 after we were there of course, a night ride, and a smattering of additional trails aiming to test our rigs out, but not too crazy as we had to drive home after we were done. The SMORR Expo was also running at the same weekend we were there, so the park had a lot of overlanding rigs checking it out. There were some really neat activities that SMORR and SMORR do together, so go check out both websites for more information there. Alright, on with the show. On the first day, we planned to hit Peewee's Crossing and Guardrail quick, just to check them off. From there, we hit a whole number of trails, like Double Whammy, Comanche Hollow, Buckshot, Bronco Buster, and Cold Mountain. Coincidentally, the 3rd badge trail, Cougar Crossing, is right at the intersection with Cold Mountain. We almost did it, actually. We'll be heading back to pick that one up at some point. Starting out just north of the gatehouse, the trailhead of Peewee's Crossing exits the parking lot and you just get into it. Without getting out the measuring tape, it might be the longest trail in the park. It's not particularly difficult anywhere, but definitely plan your time accordingly. With the SMORR Expo in town, the park had a decent amount of traffic, but nothing too crazy. One thing I liked about Peewee's was the loop trail offshoots that we kept coming across. It was like a non-core road, and as the day went, we kept crossing it or coming back to it to continue another trail.
Okay, next obstacle. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
This part here wasn't actually part of Peewee's Crossing. This was either Rusty Nail or Bull Run. I don't remember which one it was, but nice little fun offshoot to crawl up and come back.
That's all right. That's all right. You're good. You're good. Yes! Way to go!
Most of Peewee's was like driving in a creek bed almost. Rocks, water, not a lot of mud, but a lot of rocks and a lot of water. I've been told during some times of the year you're always driving in a foot or more of water. Definitely not the case today. Always making sure we're not clogging up the trail or making people wait. We saw an opportunity here to pull the Jeeps together for a picture. Coming up on lunchtime, we saw Double Whammy just down the coal road after Peewee's came out, and a couple Jeeps wanted to give it a whirl. It was tougher than it looked, especially with a big washout and ledge at the top, but Gina muscled her way all the way up. She made it up to the washout and came back down. Back on the core road, heading to grab some grub at the gatehouse. Somehow, Gina gouged her sidewall somewhere coming down Double Whammy. Again, this is why we wheel in groups.
Hey, bud. You got it?
Yeah, it's
Am I clear?
yeah. It's just my okay.
All right. All done.
And press over.
Quick out and back at the gatehouse, and we're headed to Guardrail. Now, Guardrail is a shorter trail, just down and back up. We did it east to west. Guardrail was rated a 4 on the map, higher than Peewee's. But apart from a few high spots on the way down, you heard my skid plate get a workout there a second ago, it was actually pretty dry at the park this day, and even this uphill here didn't really have a single issue. Engine didn't even really get a super big workout, but I would imagine if it was wet here, either uphill would be a little interesting. I've mentioned the SMORR Expo a couple times. I want to check that out one day, and I love seeing other groups of people out having fun. But a point of note here, the park isn't the nicest to longer wheelbases, and you should always have the right equipment for the conditions you're wheeling in. We stopped to help this group out here as they were blocking an intersection of trails. They were piling rocks and logs to try to dislodge this TRD. We continued along Comanche Hollow for a bit, then split off on Buckshot, a group of 3 rated trails, so nothing too crazy here, but not completely boring. But then this caught my eye. It brought us back down to Peewee, and it was a nice little steep chute to give everyone's pucker factor a little wiggle. Now my rear camera here is tipped a little driver, but not too much, but you can see why I wanted to run this one. Here's Lori coming down. It's not too steep to be dangerous, but it'll definitely give your heart a little pump. Alright, so we continued down Peewee here for a short time and then got to Bronco Buster, rated a 4 on the map. We got to a junction between Bronco V-Notch, Easy Out, and Buckshot, and there were some side-by-sides that were monkeying around right at the intersection of all those 4 rated trails in the middle. So we just took a quick left, ran up here to Buckshot so we can keep on our way. Okay, so Cold Mountain here was one of the favorite trails that we hit, in my opinion, and it was actually rated a 3, same as Peewee, but less than Bronco Buster that we were just on. I have no idea how they rate these trails, but anyway. The elevation changes all over this trail had us crawling up and down a bunch of obstacles, like this one right here.
Okay, passengers in the front. Alright, and you're okay. Slow. Okay, back to the front. Alright, you made it. Hold. Driver. Turn driver as you come down. Perfect. Hard driver. Hard driver. There you go. Keep coming. You're good. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. All right. Rear's about to drop passenger and front. Here you go. Skaboom. All right. Keep rolling. You got the great line. Just take her down. Nice and slow.
Alrighty, so the ascent out of Cold Mountain was a mind trip at first. We're coming down after that last obstacle, passing another drop, and the down angle you're at has you looking at what appears to be a near vertical climb out. As I scoop through the bottom here, you see it's not so horrible, but it's still no slouch, right? Line to the left, more ledges and rocks. There's a bit of a ledge there at the top. Right here was still a climb, didn't have the ledge at the top.
See that line? You can take that line straight up. There you go. Take the driving line there. Then give her some beans to come up. Keep the gas going. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Keep the beans going. You're good. Keep them going. Just keep her going.
Well, the sun was setting here at the top of Cold Mountain and we were getting hungry again. We had a bunch of friends in town that came in from the SMORR Expo. They had set up camp in the primitive camping area and invited us all to a skillet-cooked meal. Delicious. We returned the favor by leading them all on a night ride down some 1 and 2 and maybe I think 1-3 trail, Cedar Lane, Buckshot, and Sidewinder. Well, that was our first trip to SMORR. Hopefully this gave you a little info to help plan your trip out to Missouri to try for those Jeep badges along with some good times throughout the rest of the park. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you like this video, or if you think it sucked, leave me some comments on what I could do better, and tune in for the next one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop. Yay!